Sega.
It was actually like super exciting to come into like a massive studio from being a fan of MOBAs and the esports event all since I was young. I've loved that kind of atmosphere and coming into the ESL event and it being so professional and so like intense. It was really, really awesome, and yeah, I had so much fun.
Arena being a 10v10 game, I assume there'll be a lot of players there, a lot of other Total War community members, other Total War YouTubers. 2 studios there, set apart with both teams, and got to be the captain of one of the teams, Team Germanicus.
The best event I've ever been to for Clave Assembly, very professionally done. ESL, hosting the event was superbly presented to everyone. The stream went really, really well.
With the team, we split ourselves up. We were kind of in a semicircle in the studio, and so we had 5 on each side, and sort of dedicated 2 kind of sub-commanders from my team, Agony Duck and Paulus, and I'd kind of give them my overall strategy, which was quite basic, to win.
Let's see if they can make up for it. Here we go again. We're going to stick with Lionheart and play Agony Duck. Going to try and follow them, so they're going to be the blue team for Team Germanicus. Let's see if they can get revenge.
Well, the main idea was to sort of probe and possibly push if we found out that they had tops 2 guys there, and then just react.
So what's going on here at the top? Baron has got his legionaries and his principes, and he's put them into attack Testudo. So they're not going to take much damage from range attack.
But puts the shields up basically, yeah.
You can see that.
Block,
so they're going to slowly walk forward here. But Duck and Baron have to make a decision what they want to do here, because they don't have any missiles of their own, so they can be kited quite heavily on the top there. So
they were staying back and just watching us, ready to come in case any units snuck through on either the left or right flanks. We had hot gates, and we had the mountain, and we were pushing troops up there to see which of those we were going to hold or which one we were going to lose. If we were going to lose both, then we'd pull back and hold in the centre. When I saw both of those sides pushing up and making their moves, that's when we pushed up in the middle. Sidestrife came with me, and yeah, we pushed on through.
They must have a lot of troops held back here, Leonidas. I think they've gone full on defensive. They realise they've got positional advantage. The hood gate's pushing through. You can see Leviathan down the side. He's pulling out the support. He's got archers covering him off. That cavalry can do nothing for Mecha. That's the last unit he's got left. Hugo's on the roundup, corralling them in. Oh, Lionheart taking a big bit of damage though. The artillery.
I hadn't been hit, full health units, and this artillery comes in, fire effects, burning my men. It's doing a lot of damage, not just to my morale, but killing and reducing my unit size in half, if not more.
Good at the same time, Lionheart just loses about half of his unit there. That was his command.
I was caught standing still when I really needed to keep moving, and it's just one of those moments where I'm waiting for everyone else to kind of push in from the flanks, and I was holding in the middle. Should have just kept on pushing a little bit further.
The hill was lost, so rather than stay there and fight and die, just go through the gap that they've left and go behind and hope that they'll chase me.
Sneaking up actually around the top, is that Duck? Has Duck actually got himself
Duck
around?
Duck might actually have survived and somehow be coming around the top.
He's typical Agony Duck, because he's fantastic when he's sort of, in terms of movement range and how he moves his troops, he's brilliant.
It's the infantry they need to keep alive.
We knew Duck was coming behind us, but we had literally nothing we could do about that because we needed to defend the rest of our base.
Mecha had somehow managed to slip away with his cavalry, so he was harassing us from the flanks a little bit. I was just trying to get in there because they had some heavy infantry in there, and I was like, well, I've got heavy infantry, I need to get in there now and try and do some damage. I haven't, scored a lot of points in this because I've been holding back.
A lot of troops still alive, getting in towards cap radius. This is going to start causing problems, so you can see the player numbers still very, very close. Down to actually 50 troops difference between the 2 teams, so this is still a very tight fight.
It came apparent very quickly that we were starting to lose the base, and the pressure from the enemy was getting quite intense. So we had to abandon our push on the right flank, bring the units down, and try and support, if we could, any defence.
This is such a close game.
This is a very, very tight fight, that's for sure. Good defensive work from Leonidas, but the question is, have they got enough?
And Jesse Cox here, using his hoplites to best effect, and he's just, you were saying, he was going to get surrounded. He's playing with hoplites and...
because we all kind of collapsed into centre base, and there were still a few of the other team's units just wandering around the outside. They weren't that strong, but they were coming back in. And we had all these exposed archer and skirmisher units along the front. And my units, I just slammed, I think, into Jesse Cox, you know, trying to take out some of his infantry and Shermanators as well. And I was just trying to do as much damage to them. That, you know, I was taking some friendly fire as well, because I'm just going to pin these guys down, you know, shoot my units as well, because you're going to kill them.
Sagira getting around the back there, completely raining down fire.
Baron
He's
comes
getting
in.
a little bit of team damage in there, because that's a big thing in this. Team damage is a huge problem. But you can see
They pushed forward and took advantage of every single mistake that was made. That was basically it. They took everything they could possibly take and capitalised on it really, really, really well, and just kept the aggression on. If they'd have stopped for even a minute, we would have had time to reform, and we might have been able to turn it around, but they didn't. They kept the pressure up constantly, and they just got right in. It was just no holds barred. You're going to die, and we're going to take you down.
Yeah, we just tried to, as best we could, hold on to the base for as long as we could, unfortunately, but it didn't pay off.
So it was really important to break through Jesse's units, and we finally managed to push through them. The rest of the troops just kind of fell away, and we were able to get a victory.
they actually lost the battle on the top, but they had full control in the middle, and that's really where they did the damage.
Yeah, and you know, it's feeling out on the top of the hill, not committing to it at all, and then deciding to walk back when they realised it. Oh, actually, Doc deciding, okay, we're going to lose at the top of the hill here.
Let's go
We're
right
just
back.
going to rush through. I'm just going to leave the guys behind. They're dead. There's nothing we can do about that. I'm going to rush around the back of the base again and see what I can do.